Hello, hello, hello. Good morning. Good morning to y'all. Good morning. So, I did go to bed at about probably like 10 or 11 o'clock last night. Something tells me that I didn't get much sleep though, okay? And let me tell you why. Y'all know I tell all my business on here, so it's, my life is y'all lesson, okay? I don't look like I didn't get much sleep last night, but I didn't. I don't think I did. So y'all know that I got a mama and her babies in my attic. It's a mama and some babies in my attic. Okay. They said it was supposed to be raccoons. I don't know. And they're supposed to be out here. You know how they take forever sometimes. So last night, my son brings me a sandwich, right? And I'm half asleep. I'm groggy, and evidently I must have went to sleep. And the sandwich was sitting next to me on the bed. Y'all know I woke up and them things was going nuts for that sandwich. They must have been able to smell it. They woke me up this morning just going because they bad. If you ever had raccoons in your attic, them are some bad little things. They just move around a lot. They constantly playing. They always playing. So I'm making coffee, y'all. So I wake up this morning and I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I don't know if a spirit came to me, some spirit of a weakened woman or something. And so I'm freaking out this morning, y'all. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna kill us. They're gonna give us all kind of bacteria and listeria and craziness. So my son comes upstairs and he's like my grandpa reincarnated or something. He's got a really old soul. He's like, Mom, you're worrying for nothing. It's gonna be okay. And so I'm thinking, okay, I've got to do something to protect my family, which I do this anyway. I do brews on the stove. So we're gonna do a brew on the stove this morning. I'm gonna show y'all, and then we can talk a little bit about possession. Okay, demonic possession. Okay, so feel free to come up in the chat. Don't be scared. That's what I deal with. I can do exorcisms on people. I do it all the time. All right, hold on. 4, 5. Uh-oh. 6. So if you get any kind of wildlife or anything in your home, it's an oops, why'd I do that? I believe that it's no need to fret about it. I believe in doing something about it. So you guys know that I told y'all about the concept of boiling things on the stove, doing a boil. This actually works, okay? So I am going to show you guys a 100% surefire way of protecting yourself from, bacteria, viruses, getting sick, you know what I'm saying? Because, I am concerned about what they can do, but God told me today, God said, look, that's you getting up in my business again. I got that from Tabitha Brown. I am a witch, but I do believe in God. Okay. So after you have prayed to Jesus and you have put the blood of Jesus or whoever you work with, Aradia, whoever it is, it could be whoever it is that you work with as a practitioner. Okay. After you have put up your prayers, you want to make sure that you're being proactive about your situation. So I am concerned. I'm concerned about what those things could be putting into the air. They up there pooping, so I will be making them clean out that attic. So I'm not going to move out of my home. Wildlife can get into your home sometimes. It's just something that happens. And so I'm going to show y'all the brew that I'm going to do on the stove this morning to clear out the air in the entire house, even up in the attic. And it might clear their little selves out of there too. But I got a feeling that she got some babies up there, y'all. So we can't just displace her and her babies. Okay, and but I'm not gonna feed them. Like I think she's been asking for food. You know, something is going on in the world, and yes, guys, I did deploy the angels. Yes, I did, because something is going on in the world when wildlife is trying to take shelter in human homes. I want y'all to peep that. I want y'all to be aware of that. Anytime wildlife is trying to find refuge in the homes of people, that's a sign of something going on out there. They don't even want to be out there. Like, they don't want to be outside, and they should want to be outside. Okay, so I did do some meditation this morning. Last night I couldn't do it because I was busy doing something else. But you know, I believe in divine timing, so y'all probably gonna see a bunch of angelic activity. Actually, I saw something last night, which is why I went ahead and just went to sleep. I actually saw an angelic apparition last night that came down on the right of me. It was like a white. It was something white, and it came down, and I could tell that it was spirit. Okay, so this morning when I got up, after I freaked out, because I don't like to wake up with a wrestling match going on above my head, right? So I wake up this morning, and after I freak out, I do my meditation to deploy some angels. Because something, it's like every once in a while, I feel like people on the planet become more susceptible to possession. And so it's definitely something weird going on, y'all. I will tell y'all that. You know, a lot of people are trying to figure it out. They're trying to figure out, is it something that happened in history? People keep going back and looking at history. No, this is stuff actually happening in current time. And going back and looking at the history to explain stuff ain't gonna explain it. It's not. It's just stuff coming up now. It may be related to history, but it's just it's problems that really don't have anything to do with what people think it has something to do with. Okay, so what I got right now going here, let me show y'all. And you can do this anytime you need to. I got my silver cauldron going. Okay. And I already got water in it. It's filled up with water. I'm going to add some salt. Okay, salt for purifying. That's what salt is for, purification and protection. And guys, I would suggest doing this if you have some kind of aversion to sage. Because, of course, I have sage. I have plenty of sage. Okay, and I did both actually this morning. I still got a sage out the bathroom upstairs in my son's room, but I do sage as well. So, but some people can't handle the smell of sage. Okay, and if you get to boiling them herbs and stuff, you'd be surprised at the good that you will do for yourself. Okay, so the herbs that I'm going to be boiling today, let me show y'all. Let me grab this. Okay. Sorry, y'all. The herbs that I'm going to be boiling. Garlic. Garlic is the first thing I'm going to drop off in there. We're going to throw about 3 or 4 cloves. I don't have any more onions, but you can throw onions in there if you want. This is going to purify the air. If you got garlic, you got gold, okay? Seriously. You should keep garlic in your house even if you don't like to eat it. You don't have to bust it open. You can just throw it in there. It's going to do the job, okay? So we're going to pop like 3. Let's do it in 3s. Okay, we're going to do 3 garlic cloves. Okay, and we're going to also put some, that's not golden seal. Hold on, y'all. I got to get my golden seal. But you know what? Hold on, y'all. Maybe Spirit want me to use some. Yeah, I was putting, hold on, y'all. I got to get my golden seal. Because I thought that I had grabbed that, but instead I grabbed goldenrod, which is totally different. But it can be used for this purpose also. Oh, come on, where are you? Oh, okay, Spirit must have wanted me to. Okay, there's the white Google part. Where in the heck? Let me do this to me. How long are you doing this? I know I got a whole thing of golden seal. You know, I was supposed to be getting some little storage bins for under here so that I could put all my herbs in alphabetical order. But I haven't gotten around to doing that yet. Okay, we're gonna put some of that in too. So Spirit wanted me to use some more stuff. Sometimes tricky spirits can be a blessing. Y'all always remember that if you'll go far, for real, taking everything as a negative is not going to do you any good. But you do have to deal with the negativity, okay? All right. If I don't find that golden seal, I am going to not be happy because I know I have some. I know that I just didn't have that one. Okay. For some reason, that's okay. I have a little bit left in that bottle, at the bottom. I didn't realize that I had used all of it. That's so weird. Okay. So while I was over there, I found a couple of more herbs that Spirit told me to use in this. So I'm going to add some golden seal in here, okay? We're just going to add all of the rest of that that's in the bottle, okay? And I got to reorder that. Next, we're going to add some ginger root powder. Or you can add real ginger, just, you know, not real. This is real ginger, but it's in a powder form. What I mean is the actual ginger that you get from the store. You can chop it up and just throw a couple of them in there, a couple of, you know, blocks of it, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to put ginger in there, okay? Astragalus. Okay, as these herbs start to boil, they are going to release droplets in the air of your home, which is going to fight and combat any bacteria and viruses, okay? Echinacea is another one we're going to use. Okay, astragalus and echinacea will both strengthen your immune system as well. Okay, so we're going to put like a couple of handfuls in there. And then cloves was what I was going to originally put in there before spirits. Cloves are actually really good for clearing out bacteria, all viruses and bacteria. Don't matter what it is. Okay. All right, I'm going to put that in there. And then the last two ingredients spirits wanted me to use, you may not have this. You may want to get this. Pennyroyal, which is really good for purification. And we're going to ask the pennyroyal to purify our home. It might even drive them things out of there, but they comfortable. They're comfortable, and she's demanding food for her babies. Okay. She's demanding food for her babies. And then we're going to throw some blessed thistle in there for healing. Okay, because psychologically I have just, you know, when you have something, an unwanted visitor that just moves into your house, don't nobody want no unwelcome guests. Like, them damn things could have at least asked me before they moved in. They just moved in. They said, Jamila, we're going to move in with you. This is nice over here. And you know it's terrible. Something has got to be going on that's making nature act like that. Like, why? Like I asked, I was talking to it yesterday, and I said, well, why would you come into my house? I ain't got nothing for you. Okay. And she just lets me know that she's up there and that she ain't going nowhere unless I remove her. Okay, so here's the brew right here. You can throw some lemon in there too. Lemon is good for removing negative spirits from the home as well. Hey, Bucky Meyer. Hey, Ziana. Hello. How are y'all? So as you can see, this is going to start boiling. If you guys want, like, especially if y'all feel like y'all have been exposed to the corona or something like that. I hate when I do that, because you know what they'll do? They'll come to my live. YouTube will come to my live and they'll say, hey, you're not so. I'm like, well, I'm not telling people how to cure it. I'm just telling people how to manage it. They don't like for me to do that. So this will help you heal from everything. Okay. And you know, a lot of people say, well, so and so did that and they died anyway. You know what? Hey, that was God's will. Ain't nothing we can do about it. But we can, what we can do is we can, you know, we can pray, we can be vigilant, and you know, God has his reasons for doing some of the stuff that he does sometimes. Okay. So anyway, possession is also what I wanted to talk about. You say YouTube is a mess. Yeah, it is, but it's okay though. I'm gonna tell y'all something. We're dealing with demonic possession. When you're dealing with demonic possession, you just got to deal with it. Can't be scared. You cannot be scared. Okay? And you can't just, you know, kill somebody to get rid of the demonic possession. You have to cast out the demon. Okay? You have to do that. So, anyway, if you guys want, we can do an angel meditation. I know that I did it today, because it seemed like it's been, you know, them demons have just been cracking down. You know, demonic entities and tranquil spirits have just been cracking down on people. And, you know, making them do some strange things too. Have y'all seen the news? Goodness gracious. Have y'all seen the news and stuff that's going on in the world? Okay, so y'all see how you can see the vapors coming up from there? That's going to eventually fill the whole house. Probably takes about an hour. You're going to find that the air gets easier to breathe in your home. You're going to find that everybody's going to feel better. And you can actually put other stuff in here to sort of calm people down. Because you know what I noticed? I noticed that people will start freaking out. People will start to freak out when it's any kind of demonic infestation. Do I feel that the raccoon and her babies are a demonic infestation? Sometimes, but then that's only when she gets to moving around up there, and then I could hear her up there, you know, just kind of, you know, every time I eat something, she reacts when I cook. So when I cook, she gets hungry. And they're supposed to be out this weekend or sometime to get them out of there. But I'm like, y'all gonna have to clean up that attic too. Y'all gonna have to go up there with some hazmat suits on and clean that out. Because I'm kind of a germaphobe. But I trust nature. So, you know, to me, it's not that big of a deal. But, you know, you don't want to be breathing in that stuff. So it's like, And I don't even know how she could have got up there, but she felt like she wanted to live here. So vinegar too with the, I do have some apple cider vinegar upstairs. I guess I could throw some of that in there too. I usually use apple cider vinegar like when I take a shower, when I take a bath. Like I'll get in the shower and to keep me from having to take a spiritual bath, I'll just drop apple cider vinegar straight up over my head, and it'll clear out the crown chakra, and it'll, cleanse the body. But I do have apple cider vinegar if that's what you're asking about, something acidic. But these herbs, I want to let them work for a little while. Because I'm telling you, these herbs that I'm using, and I can even add in a few more. These herbs that I'm using will clear out disease, diseases, and bacteria. Okay, Jacob, were you upstairs or did you go outside? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't let Jacob go outside by himself. I think I'm gonna put one more thing in there, and I'm gonna put some chamomile in here. Especially if you got history in your house, spirits. The chamomile will help to calm down the spirits and stuff. Okay? If you're having any breathing difficulty, I kind of was feeling, but it was really anxiety this morning. But if you're having that issue, you can actually inhale this, and it'll clear it. I swear to you, you just have to try it. Yesterday, I was dealing with family, okay? And I got really, really upset at my uncle. I don't even want to talk about this because I know that family watches, but I have to. Because I got really upset at my uncle because my uncle was, I know for a fact that a lot of people was having anxiety yesterday. I wasn't, but a lot of other people were having really, really bad anxiety. And I actually was going to do a oracle reading, but I said I just got to get some sleep. And the anxiety card came out in the reverse position. So I'm talking to my uncle, and I'm trying to teach him how to help himself during an anxiety attack, and he instantly rejects it. Instantly. I'm not having anxiety. You know how men don't want to admit when they're scared. I'm not having anxiety. I'm fine. I don't believe in homeopathic treatments. So I said, well, then I can't pick up my phone for you then. That's how you handle that. Look, you listen, some of y'all be under possession. You don't know how to check yourself before you wreck yourself, and you be calling people. And then if you call me, because here's how I deal with anxiety. If you're having a actual anxiety attack, which I think that these entities can mimic certain things that we can go through sometimes. You count backwards from 50. I was getting ready to try to tell him that he rejected me. He said, no, I don't want to do that. I don't believe in that. And I'm like, well, if you don't believe in that and you're sitting up here calling me under this possession, then I can't do it. Then I can't take your calls. I can't take your calls because see, I'm very sensitive, and them things will come straight over to me. And I think that that's ultimately the reason why so many people like me turn away from their family members, because especially if you don't want to listen. If you don't want to listen when your family is telling you something good for you to do for yourself. And I was already dealing with somebody having an anxiety attack yesterday. I was already dealing with those spirits yesterday and didn't even realize it until it was kind of too late. And then I kind of started having anxiety a little, but it wasn't as bad as other folks. Okay. So people that are under possession, anxiety is spiritual possession. That's what I think it is. People don't want to believe me. You know, when you take those medications, the possession is still there. The only difference is that now your brain is not recognizing it. So then you are even more susceptible to what those entities are trying to do to you. And then you try to explain it to people that you love and you care about. You love your family. But hey, if you don't want to listen to me, because I don't deal with that. Like I'm not freaking out. I kind of freaked out a little bit this morning when I woke up and it was like a wrestling match above my head. But then Spirit said, you know what? You need to do you a boil on the stove and get it popping. Okay. So anyway, that's what we're doing over here. Happy Friday, y'all. I hope y'all have a blessed day. Make sure that y'all get into my fall equinox. Okay. Make sure that y'all do that. And then also, I am available if you guys need me, okay? Because I had a couple of people calling me last night. I usually shut down 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is when I shut down, 8 or 9 p.m. Eastern. I don't do anything any later than that because I be in the bed. I be asleep, y'all, okay? But make sure y'all do this brew, especially if you feel like there's environmental factors in your home, such as mold, mildew. That stuff happens when you know what I'm saying? Sometimes that brew on the stove will heal you and it will also protect you. Okay. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Hit the thumbs up. You have really bad asthma. This will help you if you have asthma too. Okay, cool. Well, I'm glad that I was able to help you, Bucky. Definitely get those herbs. And if y'all need spiritual work, I'm always here. Y'all have a wonderful day today, okay? Y'all keep hope alive and be safe out there, okay? I'm going to go up here and deal with, I haven't given her a name yet, but we're going to call her Rumbly. Because you can just, they having so much fun up there, but they got to go. I said, y'all got to go. I was like, y'all, because when I'm asleep, I can still hear stuff. You know, when you sleep, you're still consciously aware. They was up there going nuts all night long while I was asleep. I got up this morning, I felt like I hardly slept because I'm hearing them at the same time. So anyway, prayers are welcome, but they not necessarily needed because I've done and taken the spiritual steps to protect us from that, okay? So, you know. Anyway, and I'm also do some spiritual work to get them up out of here quicker. Okay, because, you know, sometimes stuff don't be getting handled as quickly as I would like for it to get handled. And it is what it is, you know. Everything happens for a reason, okay? All right, y'all. See y'all later. All right. Blessed be to all of y'all. Bye-bye.